Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally doesn't work. Man, I'm so happy to be home. We've got one more day until the weekend. Man, it feels good to be alive. And I got to tell you, let me say something real quick. This has nothing to do with football, but everything to do with life. Make sure that you enjoy each and every day. Don't waste time. We have a lot of small-minded individuals and stuff that will be there that just will try and distract you and try and bring you down, but don't let them do it. Life is precious, and don't waste your time. My thoughts of prayer go out to a good friend of ours, Nicole, whose husband died yesterday from cancer. He's only 41 years old. I had a real good friend of mine, Damien, in his 30s, who had a long battle with Hodgkin's disease. And life is precious. One of the reasons why I do this channel is because I don't want my stories to die with me. I want to give the little bit of knowledge that I have, pass it on, and maybe when I'm gone, this will still live on. So don't waste your time. Make the most of each and every day. And be happy. Don't let people steal your thunder. Don't waste a minute of your time on stuff that doesn't matter from other people. And I'm going to leave it at that. Our Cowboys, I feel good. I don't know about you guys, but I feel good. Forget the naysayers out there that say, well, you don't have a great number one wide receiver. You know, the receivers you have are unproven. Dak Prescott, oh, he's a fourth-round draft pick quarterback. Your defense sucks. You know what? I don't care what they have to say. I said years ago when Tony Romo got injured and Dak Prescott was the quarterback, I said, we're going to be okay. I went on the Benet Emery show, and Benet doubted me. I said, listen, the Cowboys are going to be fine with Dak Prescott. In fact, I was one of the first people on the Dak bus. Back when I first saw him in the Senior Bowl, I looked at him and I said, he's got all the intangibles. People said I was crazy. He's a bum. He's a nobody. Yeah, they're still saying he's a bum and he's a nobody, but I think in the end I'll have the last laugh. But what I feel good about with this team is I think I would have liked to have gotten rid of Jason Garrett. Bottom line. That's the way I look at it. But I'm happy that we did make some changes. We'll find out if these changes will be better for the team. But I got to tell you, I like what I'm seeing right now from Tyron Smith. And Tyron Smith, you know, he missed 3 games last year, 3 games the year before with his back and so on. I got to tell you, Tyron Smith looked good right now. I know we're not in pads and we're not taking on defensive ends and stuff, but Tyron Smith looks like he's lost a little bit of weight. He looks quick, and he doesn't look like he's in any kind of pain. Let's take a quick look at this clip, and then we'll come back and talk about policy.
His right hand just completely
And what I learned about him, too, he's stronger. Joe is stronger in his lower body than I thought he was. So he can handle the point of getting back there. And that bull rush at the last second, he can sit down on the handle. And he a big inside hand guy. You right. So just show me how many sets do you have? You got 2 sets or 1 set?
I got a flat, V, and a vertical.
Just do that. Good. I like it. Notice his feet. Look at his feet. Oh, shit. Great. Sweet. Good.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, that makes me feel a whole lot better. If we have a healthy Tyron Smith back, that's going to make all the difference in the world. When I think about last year's season, I think about fire. The one thing I remember from Boy Scouts, actually there's a lot of things I remember from Boy Scouts, but one of the things we talked about was fire. You have to have 3 things to have fire, and if you're missing one of those 3 things, you won't have a fire. You need a fuel source, you need heat, and you need oxygen. Take one of those things away, you can't have a fire. Flat out. You just cannot. And that was our Dallas Cowboys last year. The heat. Zeke Elliott. The fuel. Tyron Smith. The oxygen. Sean Lee. We lost all three of those. There was no way in the world we were going to have a fire. But with Tyron Smith looking good, again, we know it's the off season right now. Everybody looks a little bit better, but I know when my back's hurting, I'm not able to jump and move around like that. Not without Winston and Payne. He looked good. He looked lean. He looked like he was ready to go. But Paul Alexander is bringing in offensive tackle Willie Anderson, who is starting his own coaching classes, so to speak. This is the third team he's been working with, teaching everything that he has knowledge-wise to these offensive linemen and stuff. And you see him working out there with Tyron Smith. And I think that's a great thing. We can go through and say we're the best offensive line in football, but you still got to work your ass off to stay there. You got to continue to work to get better. And I love that. Now, one of those things that Paul Alexander, he seems a little quirky. We were always taught that your smarter linemen were offensive linemen because there's so many calls and things like that. And basically your cavemen were the defensive linemen because basically you're just having to go to a point. Look, you got an assignment, at the snap of the ball, I'm going right here. Okay, that's at least the way they always told us. Whereas offensive linemen need to be smarter. Yeah, Paul Alexander believes that too because he's got this little test, catch-up test. And apparently, if you take a bottle, I didn't know this, I guess I'm not smart as being an offensive lineman anymore. If you take a bottle of ketchup, turn it on its side, and gently tap it on the 57, it's the perfect balanced location for the ketchup to go out. As opposed to taking the whole bottle and going like this. So Paul Alexander, our offensive line coach, says basically, if you can't pass that test, then you need to be a defensive lineman. That's one of his intelligence tests for offensive line. I'm curious if Tyron Smith took the whole bottle and shook it up side down, would he tell him you need to go on the defense or not? I'm just saying, that's his intelligence test. But we'll see if how this works out. I am so excited about this season. I just cannot literally wait for it to get here. I'm tired of talking about the draft. I'm tired of talking about the combine. I am ready for talking about the games and the players on the field. But unfortunately, we still have a long way to go. But anyway, guys, I'm Mark Holmes. This is my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. I will see you guys. Woo!
It just don't make me cry.
He doesn't eat spicy food. I do not eat spicy food.
But how's the taste, though?
That's bomb. It's good.
It's chicken. Texture, man.
But you still eat them, huh? Even though they're that hot.
It's the pain from the spiciness and the love from the...
They're good. They're really good. I need a beer, though.
I got some over here in the cooler, my man.
I'm not trying it because I've seen him free try it.
Oh, I'm doing. Dang it.
That video, Mark.
Oh, just grab my man a beer out of here.
Can I get a beer?
Yeah, I'm just using beer.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no,
I'll take it.
wait. Oh, there you go. You lucked out. One last beer. Oh.
I mean,
You can handle it. They're hot.
yeah.
All right, man. Thanks, man. No problem. Damn.
I gotta open it with something. Goddammit.
Here, let me. There we go. Oh, that's it.